Okay, so I'd like to call the social services subcommittee to order. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest and the general nature therefore? Seeing none, just I gotta switch back and forth here. Delegations are non-scheduled. Number 4 is report of the Director of Social Services, the annual community income tax clinic of 2021 returns. Go ahead.
Thank you, through the chair. I am going to do just 2 quick introductions because we have 2 people that you may not be familiar with on their faces today. So I'd like to introduce Shannon Archer, our Business Integration Manager, who will be presenting a report later, and Robin Brown, who is our new Social Services Supervisor for the Ontario Works program. So just so we can identify names with faces here. So I will, yes. So the annual community income tax for completion of 2021 returns. This has been provided as a service by the city since 1989 with support of local accounting firms. I want to thank the 3 local accounting firms that were BDO Canada LLP, Baum and Company, and McCutcheon and Pierce Professional Corporation, who completed these returns for our citizens this year. This year, the eligible annual incomes were increased to $28,000 or less for individuals, or $32,500 or less for couples that brought it within the current Community Homeless Prevention Initiative program guidelines. It was a well-received program again this year. We saw the numbers rebound from COVID, and we were able to serve 146 participants this year, which increased from 100 participants last year. There was a bit of a blip and some delays with the T4A slips issued by CRA that impacted people over the age of 60 in receipt of CPP or OAS for age 65. And this prolonged scheduling on our end and resulted in returns going to accountants. So we had to do 2 batches. But there was flexibility and cooperation received by the accounting firms to accommodate for this blip in the process. So again, thank you to the firms that provided this service. It's much appreciated, as this allows individuals to access income to help with rent geared to income housing, Canada Child Benefit, and as well as the GST and HST credits.
Sorry, I lost my little button here for some reason. Okay, so the motion is that the report titled Annual Community Income Tax Clinic for Completion of 2021 Returns be received for information, and that Social Services issues a thank you on behalf of the City of Stratford to all businesses that offered and provided their support and services. Councillor Burbach is moving that. So is there any questions or comments other than I'm sure the 146 residents we're very thankful for all the help and glad that we're still providing that. Okay, all in favor? Carried. Against? Anybody? No, carried. Okay. So 4.2 is identified need within the homelessness portfolio for enhanced staffing.
Thank you, through the chair. I'll speak to this report. This report outlines the current needs to address the service gap that we are seeing within social services. The rate of individuals who are experiencing homelessness continues to be a prominent issue within municipalities across Canada. As we move into the post-COVID-19 world and concentrate on our recovery, we know that many individuals and families are experiencing housing insecurities due to rising rents and persistent inflation, thus increasing the risk for people to become homeless and serve as barriers to people trying to exit homelessness. Our CMSM strives to ensure our operations are serving our clients' needs and promoting the safety and well-being of our community. Stratford CMSM and our partnering agencies have made great advances in creating programming and services for our clients who are experiencing homelessness or housing instability issues in recent years. We have never implemented a management position to oversee the internal programs. Rather, we have utilized existing management staff, splitting their portfolio, and this is specifically within the Ontario Works program. As you can see through this report, the statistics have increased and our local numbers are increasing. The internal service delivery for homeless individuals, as well as the coordination and collaboration required to support our external partners, has gone beyond the capacity of a shared portfolio and requires a dedicated staff. Therefore, it is requested that our department is approved to hire a supervisor of homelessness and housing stability to help address the increased service delivery needs we are seeing.
Councillor Risma, are you moving that?
Yes, and certainly I see the need for this staff supervisor. Certainly, I would move it with all certainty. Thank you very much.
I just want to read it out. That the report entitled Identified Need Within the Homelessness Portfolio for Enhanced Staffing be received for information, and that council approve the hiring of one FTE supervisor of homelessness and housing stability position. Now, did anybody have any questions or comments on that? Jody?
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea to have a focused staff member. Obviously, we can all see that it's an increasing problem and it's a real challenge. So it'd be really good to have somebody focused on it completely. I just wanted to ask a question about, and I know this might, this is kind of an aside, but we had that great project for supportive housing next to the fire station. And I know that it got turned down twice, but I'm wondering if there are any possible ways that we could bring back that project, maybe with some other funding. I don't know.
Thank you through the chair. Yes, the drawings are still on my wall for that, and we continue. We have had recent meetings with CMHC to look at possible opportunities to move this project forward, and we will bring before council when we see something that is feasible to move this project forward.
Yeah, that's great to hear. It's a really great project, and yeah, really hoping that we're going to be able to get some support from other levels of government to get going with it. It'd be really great.
Yeah, definitely needed for sure. So if there's no other comments or questions, all in favor? Anybody against? Carried. 5.1 report of the manager of housing. The 200 Britannia Street Affordable Housing Project update.
Thank you, Chair. Through the chair, this report is intended to provide an update on the 200 Britannia Street housing project. So construction began in February and has progressed at a relatively good pace to this point. We are working closely with the architect and the general contractor, and we also have internal working groups focused on the construction progress, occupancy planning, and communication. We have seen some cost escalations in building supplies, but the project currently remains within budget. And as of today, the roof truss is being installed at 200 Britannia, and the mechanical and electrical rough-ins are being completed on the first floor.
Anybody have any comments about that? So the motion is that the report titled 200 Britannia Street Affordable Housing Project Update be received for information. Councillor Bunting will move that. All in favor? Anybody against? Carried. Thank you. Number 6 is report of the Business and Integration Manager. The Homemakers and Nurses Services Contract Renewal 2022 to 24. Read that to you, Shannon.
Yes, thank you. Through the chair, we're requesting authorization for the Director of Social Services to renew the agreement with One Care Home Community Support Services for homemakers and nurses service for the period of June 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2024. This program provides in-home cleaning supports to those that qualify medically and financially, and it allows clients to live independently in their own homes and assist in learning basic life skills to further independence.
Sorry, I just realized I was on mute. Was there any comments or questions? I'm having trouble with that button today. Here's the motion, that the Director of Social Services be authorized to renew the agreement with the One Care and Community Support Services for homemakers and nurses services for the period of June 1st, 2022 to May 31st, 2024. Who would like to move that? Councillor Burbach? Any questions or comments other than that? All in favor? Anybody against? No, carried. So is there any other business anybody wanted to bring up? No? Okay. Then it looks like our next subcommittee will be August the 9th at 4:30. And that the Social Services Subcommittee meeting should adjourn. Would like to move that? Councillor Burbach. All in favor? Carried. Anybody against? No, carried.